On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Man open, that's Anthony Schwartz. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. To throw is Jackson. Flushed out right. And complete to the tight end Walker, right side. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. So into Pats territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. Jackson. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Mecole Hardman with a first touchdown of this Super Bowl, and a long one at that. And the Bears are on the board first here in this Super Bowl. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Newton and the Patriots with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Now the first carry for Bush. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. They fake the give. Newton. Here's Fuller with a catch. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A big play there for the Patriots.
Well, after the standard 2-week layoff, you always wonder how's your offense going to respond and come out and play here in the Super Bowl. Well, they got a great answer right there, and almost a sigh of relief on that side of the field, because now they've got to feel like they can use their entire playbook and game plan for this one.
And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
From the 31, Newton, flush to his right, lets this one rip toward Graham, and this one is incomplete.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. He finds his man, complete. That's Bush. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on 3rd down. They did.
Big-time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone, because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. Makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people right now. Take your shot at the end zone early in the down and distance count.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Off play action, Newton. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line.
Well, Brandon, obviously no panic in them. They gave up the touchdown. Their defensive side did that, but he's already taken them back downfield. I love this field general that they've got. It's almost like he went to the defensive captain and said, don't worry about it. We've got it.
And he is in. Touchdown, New England. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Patriots are an extra point away from tying this Super Bowl at 7. Extra point right down the middle. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way down inside the 25 before he gets out of bounds. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. This Super Bowl, of course, just a huge one for this head coach. The first time he's walked the sidelines in a game of this magnitude. And I might normally ask the cliche, what's going through his mind right now, but maybe got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Delaney Walker there to make the grab, and the Bears have taken the lead. Gold with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. Now a play fake, and it's Newton. And this is caught. It's Jimmy Graham. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. A gain of 6 there on 1st. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Newton to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll just get rid of it. This defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Newton. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a 1st down.
I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Now flags come in. Looked like one of the Patriots might have moved. The full start backs them up 5, 1st and 15. Play action. It's Newton. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Shaquille Barrett, give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards. After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. A shotgun snap for Newton. Flushed out right. Looking deep for Julio. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they run successful.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. To throw is Newton. It's complete to Fuller. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. And you can't do it much better than that. This ball kicks out of bounds at the 4-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. On 1st down, Alexander. And some space here. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. A big hitter there from deep in their own territory.
Okay, every now and then, my defensive bias will leak out here. Abysmal play for them. You've got them backed up, and you let them out.
Couldn't take advantage. And you know who's happy? The punter. Because if he was needed, they gave him a lot of space to work with now.
Yeah, because he would have had a lot to think about, right?
It's caught inside the 25. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A big connection on that one. 38 yards. Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. Steps away to his left. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. To try again after the sack. Jackson, flush to his right. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Mecole Hardman, his 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Bears continue to look good here in the first half of this Super Bowl. Gold able to tack on the extra point. And it's now 21-7. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. On the return, Tony Pollard from his end zone. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Newton now to throw. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to let this go deep. Back over the middle. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked up by Jesse Bates.
And the Bears are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line.
After the interception, here's Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
On 2nd and 10, Jackson, he's going to let it go again. And got his man complete. Touchdown, Chicago. A great effort there. 79 yards.
And the Bears are feeling good as they extend their lead in this Super Bowl.
Gold with an extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Flushed out right. Cam wisely hitting the deck at the end as he slides and has the first as well. So an instance there of Cam being Cam. We know he can use his legs.
And with that big body, it's hard to get him down, even if you get a clear shot on him. Plus, he moves it a lot faster than what people think. And boy, does he have fun playing the game of football.
Now a first down throw for Newton. He finds his man complete. It's Bush. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. Call it a gain of 6 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd down. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. From the 44, Newton buying time to his left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
From the gun on 3rd down, Newton. Flush to his right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Tyrann Mathieu, normally known for the pass coverage, this time a sack. Boy, a call like this, certainly tougher to make in a Super Bowl, but they'll go for it on 4th down. They snap it to Newton. It's caught outright by Graham. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there.
And that's a big pickup of a first down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on fourth down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
From the 36, Newton looking in zone for Jones. And this is caught on the sideline. But no, they'll say out of bounds. He caught it but was not in bounds. Incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
To the air again, Newton. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here at half number one. This is first and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Trying to punch it across with Bush. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. A great play there as the first half is winding down.
And the Patriots are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead will be cut down to 14. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead will be cut down to 14.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
Now Hester will get a shot.
Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. Finding Walker, complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
Jackson on first down. Escaping the pressure right. Airs it out toward the corner of the end zone. Now a diving effort right sideline. He's got it. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Mecole Hardman in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bears are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Gould able to tack on the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. A final shot before the break. Newton forced out to his left. And his throw's going to be incomplete. So these two teams will head to the locker room as we hit halftime at Super Bowl 56. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in the Super Bowl. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And right now, their chances of hoisting that Lombardi trophy not looking too great, but perhaps that long halftime, maybe it did them a world of good.
Well, if there's ever a chance to regroup, it's in this game, right? Because you do have that long half.
Cam firing. He lost the football. It's out. We talk a lot about setting the tone to start the game. Well, you want to start the tone right in the third quarter as well, and nearly lost a football there in their first drive.
And sometimes we overdo it when we talk about halftime adjustments and what teams are going to do. Most of the time, it's just a matter of executing the game plan you brought in. But I'll guarantee you, they didn't draw that play up on the whiteboard at halftime.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Jason Pierre-Paul. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10.
20.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Newton. Jones has it. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Throwing is Newton. He finds his man, complete. It's Bush. And he can only get this to the 42-yard line, and that is not near enough. That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there. They are going to go for it. It's Newton. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try to keep people in front, but somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Newton. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Graham. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 1st and goal, Bush. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
Look at this, a tight end carry. And he's over the line and into the end zone for a Patriot score. Trey Burton taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Patriots are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the second half. extra point right down the middle. And the lead will be cut down to 14. And here's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Jackson. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll hit his tight end, Walker. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Jackson.
And he will find his man Schwartz. That's complete.
And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. From the red zone now, here's Jackson on 1st down. Flushed out right. Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 1 quarter remains here in the Super Bowl. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Here's Jackson to throw. Dancing to his left. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. They go option right on 2nd and goal. And now on the pitch, the ball's loose. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the 4th. Following the fumble recovery, Newton flush to his right. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down. Newton now to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a 1st down. And a 2-score game, obviously. Every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified. Big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
Eluding the pressure right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. To throw again on second down. Newton. He rifles one that's intercepted.
Picked off by Andre Cisco.
And they finally put it into this return, but not before he's all the way down to the 37.
With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Now it's Jackson. Flushed out right. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Well, that was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Throwing is Jackson. Flush to his right. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down. From the gun, it's Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off at the 15. He's at the 40. 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown. What a moment for him, a pick 6 in the Super Bowl. You think about some of the big pick 6s over the history of this huge game. I remember, because I was watching with a lot of Colts fans, Tracy Porter picking Peyton Manning to get the Saints' first title.
Yeah, that one pretty much sealed the deal for New Orleans as well. But I got to go back a ways because, you know, unfortunately I'm considerably older. Herb Adderley, the Green Bay Packers, got it all started. The first pick 6, Super Bowl II against the Oakland Raiders, and some of the better ones that were out there. You might remember Dwight Smith of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers had 2 in one game when they won their Super Bowl championship against Rich Gannon in Oakland. You mentioned Tracy Porter already. How about James Harrison of the Steelers? You remember that one? 100 yards right before the half ended. That was a big-time play. But for me, the absolute classic, Willie Brown in slow motion against the Vikings for the Raiders. The grand old man, Willie Brown, 75 yards.
You recall him on. What a play. And now the rookie's free. He's at the 30. 10. Touchdown, Chicago. A big play there. 75 yards.
And the Bears are starting to pull away in the 4th quarter of this Super Bowl.
Gold with an extra point, and the lead now up to 14. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And we're at the time in this Super Bowl where, look, they need points. And they need them badly. Trailing here in the 4th quarter as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Being chased out left. And he'll just get rid of it.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Newton. Is complete to Jones. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. On 1st down, it's Newton. Eluding the pressure right. And look at this. Cam Newton intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Andre Cisco. And the Bears are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They'll start by running the option to the right. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A big play that time through the air. 30 yards. Now Jackson on 1st down. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Bears are moving closer to their 2nd Super Bowl title in franchise history. Gold able to tack on the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And it's becoming more and more apparent that this is just not going to be their night. That Lombardi trophy so close, but the expectations simply have not matched the results as they start on this drive, 1st and 10. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down. Newton steps away to his left. Cam wisely hitting the deck at the end as he slides and has the 1st as well. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Flushed out right. He finds his man complete. It's Bush. And down to the 20. A big play there for New England.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing. And if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there that worked.
Flush to his right. And a good gain here of 9 from the 19 down to the 10.
Well, he's proven real effective running the football. No one open, don't force it. Just get what you can, and that's what he's done very well in this game.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and put the down marker back to 1.
Toward the pylon, caught. Touchdown. Jimmy Graham from 8 yards out. And the Patriots have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead will be cut down to 14. It's been a Terry now to kick it away after the touchdown. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point.
Open man here, Schwartz, complete.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right place. Guys are making yardage after the catch to help you out that way. I mean, the whole team has picked it up. And don't forget, that means the offensive line has had to pass protect pretty well, too.
Everyone dialed in. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Oh, Jackson's going to throw it. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, what a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. To throw again is Jackson. Buying time to his left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Jackson. He's going to rifle one deep left side.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
It's Desmond Trufant.
And the Pats are right back in this football game.
2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
One last throw here for Newton. Eluding the pressure right. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is dropped and incomplete. Well, there's a metaphor for how this one is gone as time has run out on this ball game. And the Chicago Bears have